it's clear to us that we've crossed kind of a big chasm in image and video. We, society, meaning the models have, from kind of being simple novelties where it's like, oh, it's cool, to like, oh, wow, this is like production grade, amazing stuff that you can now run, and we allow you to automate it and package it up as apps. And so you'll see a lot more of this coming from us. Okay, take a step back and let's get started. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Those of you that don't have your cameras on, we can't see you, but if you want to turn them on, please do. Excited that you're engaged in this hackathon with us. We'll be doing more of these too, and I kind of wanted to kind of formally kick it off and point you in some directions where you might find, valuable sort of insights on how to do things and use these things as templates and all of that, right? And so maybe let's take a step back of like, why are we focused on like an image and video hackathon specifically, right? Like, so as you guys know, at least, those of you who I recognize and who have been around MindStudio for a while, we've had the capability to generate images inside of MindStudio for a very long time. But what's happened recently, again, just like in the last couple of months with the release of a bunch of these new models, is that now the kinds of images and videos you can generate are absolutely amazing. And they've got huge real world applications for any form of communication. Everything from entertainment to, making ads, either image ads or video ads, to making explainer videos to explain difficult concepts, to making assets that you might use in other video production, like things like B-roll, right? Like filler clips, to, like all, let me take a step back. It's obvious that everything is communication. When we talk to potential customers, that's communication. When we talk to potential investors, that's communication. When we talk to our peers, our colleagues, we have an idea at home. We come to the office, for those that still have offices, or our virtual office, and we say, hey, let me tell you about this idea I had. Well, all of that is communication. So everything is communication. And there's different modes of communication. There's obviously verbal communication, where if you are a poet, a writer, someone who's exceptionally good at using words to paint pictures, well, those people used to have an unfair advantage because they could communicate ideas better than people that had less mastery of doing it. Okay, there's that. People who could draw and sketch, I can do that. And so I've now raised over $140 million in venture capital. The vast majority of that was done by me not showing any kind of PowerPoints, but showing up, say, can I borrow your whiteboard? And just like sketching things on the whiteboard is doing that. That's a valuable skill. And so that was valuable. People who are great at using, PowerPoint and clip art and whatever else in doing. So it's like we've gone through like many tools and many capabilities for communication. But of course, the best form of communication I propose to you is, moving images, images and video, right? Especially cinematic images and video. But until now, like you weren't going to make a little short film to help your colleagues understand your idea or to even help your customers understand that idea, because an explainer video is going to cost you, $10,000 to $30,000. It's going to take 90 days. And, the entire companies that do that. Well, not anymore. All of that's being, on one hand, disrupted. On the other hand, we're all getting enabled with it, democratized. And so now we can communicate. It's about communication. Communicate in this new way, where in this extraordinarily rich, cinematic, emotionally compelling way. And it's all at the, available to us if we know how to do that. Okay. And there's some skills that you need to practice in order to be able to do it better. One skill is the ability to understand, how to ask a model to give you what you want. So prompting. Another is the ability to figure out like how to tell stories that make sense because you're generating clips that you then put together. Although soon again, there's already, kind of this like buzz rumors that whatever Kling 3.5 or 4, whatever it's going to be called, is going to be like, give it a prompt and it'll give you a motion picture. Which, by the way, totally makes sense. You could do that. Like you could already do that with these models, which like put them in a loop, get them to generate a bunch of clips, put them together, and you've got. Now, today they're going to be kind of clunky. You might have weird sort of cuts and transitions. All of that's about to be changed. And so like this is, coming shortly. And so again, so exciting, extraordinarily exciting new time for all of us as, humans to be able to communicate in this rich new medium that's available to us, which is democratized production grade, cinematic grade image and video production. Okay. And you can do all of that now. And MindStudio is a great place to do it because not only can you prompt the model, you can do all those other steps that are required to do it, right? And so this is why we're focused on image and video, and you'll see us more and more focused on image and video because, again, there's lots of new capabilities. You also get along with it, of course, all the existing capabilities of MindStudio. And so making good videos also requires talking to language models. It requires creating multi-step workflows. It requires human-in-the-loop interfaces. It requires all of those things in order to be able to create these pipelines of image and video generation, okay? And so we are welcoming you and hopefully more folks in to start thinking about image and video pipelines and playing around with ideas, with your creative ideas on what you can do with these things. And that falls into kind of two categories. One category is using things that we've already created. Let me share my screen. So again, here in MindStudio, we have this new category. We'll soon refactor kind of navigation and clean it up a bit too, but for now it's here. Excuse me, images and videos. And there are a bunch of these applications that are here. Auto shoot, which I just showed you, right? This lets you upload an image, gives you back 8 stunning portraits. This is just an interface to Nano Banana where you can run it. But it's an awesome interface. It gives you kind of this tour of what it does. And then you can type your prompt. You can choose your aspect ratio. You can choose your resolution. You can choose how many variants. You can choose whether you want to enhance your prompt or leave it as is. And you can upload up to 14 reference images because that's what Nano Banana supports here. Okay. By the way, all of this was built in MindStudio without writing a single line of code. This was built using our integration with Claude Code that I'm going to be teaching next Wednesday. And so if you guys haven't signed up for that, please do. It's dumb easy. If like any of you that have gone through the boot camp and learned to use the run workflow block, well, that's like infinitely harder than this to be able to create these kinds of things. And of course, you can take any of these things and you can make a copy of them and use them as a template. So you can start using these things right here, and playing around with them. And then when you make something, go ahead and make it public. You guys know what I mean by that? Like once this thing runs, hold on, let's see. This is, this one's already public. It's a thing I made of my wife and various different things here. But once you run it, you can share and say public. When you do that, that will show up right here. Does anybody not know what I'm talking about here? Raise your hand. No, everybody does? The people that I see, everybody knows, right? When you run one of these things, you get the interface at the end that says share. Create the artifact. When you say share public, things show up right here. So part of this bootcamp, of this hackathon, is just to go run these things and make amazing images and make them public and say, I made this because of my awesome, in this case, just image that I uploaded. And again, you get these like stunning 4K photos. Okay. Of course, the more interesting thing, of course, is to make a copy of it and modify it to be something else and publish it. And everybody knows how to do that, right? You make a copy, and then what do you change here? Well, if you want to change the user input, of course you can, but this just takes in a reference image. This authorized payment is just for monetization. You can get rid of it. It's just here to do it, but like you can leave it. And then this is just prompting, and so play around with the prompts and that like leave these the same. These are the custom interface stuff. And so like literally you can change either or both of these prompts and create something dramatically different that doesn't do kind of a professional marketing advertising agency photo shoot, but does something much more fun, like the Christmas version of it. We just went through Valentine's Day. You could have made a Valentine's Day photo booth, makes amazing things. Or for brands, where you can say, here's the Red Bull thing. And you can take these and publish them, by the way. And I'm sure if you wanted to, you could sell them to Red Bull and have them use them, because you can embed these things, as you know, in websites and all that. So it's just amazing. And so like make a copy. One pattern is just make things using the ones we have generated. That's one pattern of things you can submit in the hackathon. Another one is make a copy of any of these things. And of course, the third one is you can start from scratch in doing this. And so again, look around through some of these things. They're really powerful. This is another one that's just like so amazing, where you can take, let me show you how to run this. Again, so these things have now these like kind of starting onboarding screens. We're starting to put these on these agents. And so you can say, get started. You can upload a photo. And then you can, in 3D space, manipulate, the light angle and the colors of it and the intensity of it, and do crazy, amazing things with it, soft, hard, etc. And then you can apply it and you get a completely relit photo of this. And again, this interface on one hand seems like, whoa, how do I do that? On the other hand, actually, this is dumb easy. This was done without any code in just a few minutes by simply prompting Claude Code to make this thing, and use the thing called 3JS, which is a JavaScript library that allows for this like 3D rendering in browsers. Really awesome stuff. And you can run it and relight photos. And there's like a real utility. And so, yeah, so create, use your imagination, or again, this hairstyle, right? I was just talking to Sol. Sol, I'm going to give away your idea. I'm going to count it not for pride. But Sol's going to make one of these that allows us to try on glasses. By the way, I love this. I've been wanting that. I've used some of these other websites that allow you to try on glasses. They suck. Trying on glasses with this kind of, resolution would be amazing. Right? And so make a copy of this thing and just modify it. Okay. So any questions so far about what you can do in the hackathon and how you might go about doing it? Or any more specific questions on, things you might be struggling with or anything? Perfect. Okay, we're done then. We can give people back their time, or I'll hang out and show you more. As Michael, are you raising your hand? Brown?
Yeah, I'm just looking for the raise hand
I
function
see.
here. Yeah, my question about the hackathon itself and like the judging criteria. What are you looking for?
We're looking for creativity, and quality and utility, value, and so like the intersection of that, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. But I want to say easy enough, but I know it's not.
well, that's the thing. This is quite an art. right? Like there's a big difference between, for example, the let's take this hair thing that was made here and one that may not have been as good. Like look at this. You've got, first of all, this amazing pictures that it generates, right? If you just go to ChatGPT and upload a picture of yourself and change my hair to be long, you're gonna get some weirdness, you know? Like it'll
Mhm.
be that, but it's not gonna be consistent. It's not gonna be like this. And so part of this was prompt engineering in this agent that was built. Another is like, look at this. Uh, I love this. Look at the typography. Look at this,
Mhm.
you know, look, it just looks beautiful, right? So it looks elegant and
Mhm.
beautiful as an interface. And so we pay attention to that. Now you're not competing
Mhm.
with this one. This one isn't qualified. You know, Sean made this one. He can't win. But we would rate high for something, you know, that feels like this. Or, you know, another one, again, I showed you this relighting one. This one would get huge points on, again, an interface that is obviously really interesting and cool. And again, any of you could have actually built this and can build more interfaces like this because you can use Claude Code to build these things. And so this would get kind of points for that. And same thing with this. Uh, and then, you know, other things might just be where, you know, they're simple, but and fun and novelty, and you get awesome points for creativity. Again, you make the Christmas one. You know, here's like this. I haven't seen this one yet. I think Josh made this. See what this thing does. Amazing. Look at this. Josh is here. Yeah, Josh, did you make this? That's what I
Yep.
recall.
Yes, I
Awesome.
did.
And so I got to upload two images. Is that what it is? What
The
does the second do?
second one's optional if you want more people.
By the way, look at this scan complete. That's so cool. And you use Claude Code to make this, or did you vibe code it inside of MindStudio itself?
I used Vibe Code on MindStudio. So if you scroll
Amazing.
down, there's a button. Once you input a parameter,
Yeah.
just some
And
context.
so sorry. And so what can I say here? Batman.
Sure,
This
we could
turns me
try
into a
that out.
Lego character. Like what's a good one here? Sorry, I should have read the instructions. Get
Yeah, no, literally just got published. So yeah, you
okay.
can,
I saw a romantic engagement proposal.
yes.
Okay. Initiate construction. Oh, let's see. Oh, payment when cost response. So agent donor. Okay, so we got to update it. You need to update your agent to set the who pays for it. Okay, but anyway, you guys get the point that you can make these things. You know, Josh isn't writing code. He's just making these things as we are. New things are showing up. So
Josh,
start
can we
doing.
see your minifig one? I mean, I know that Dimitri
Yeah, do you
put
want
it
to share
together.
your screen,
Yeah.
Josh, and show us your or I guess I can just make a copy here of it. You don't need to do that. Let's do that. I'll show it. There we go. And let's make a copy of it. You've got the user input, again, that's got this custom interface that start preview, and then it sounds like Josh just talked to it right here and explained to it what he wants it to do, and it did it. Another thing you can do is you can start this local connection tunnel and use Cloud Code to do it. And then it's got these three variables, image one, image two, and this thing called setting, which is a life setting uh, for your figures. Yep. And then calls an image model. Yep. Cling passes it image one and image two. Passes it. Uh, is this an actual reference image that's relevant, or is this? Oh yeah, the Legos. There you go. It gives you a character sheet, so it knows about what Legos look like. It knows image one and two, and it says you're given up to two reference images. Each image may contain one or more people, create a single photorealistic studio product, photo of Lego minifigure versions of every visible person in the uploaded images. Critical subject mapping, blah, blah. So again, it's like, there you go. Josh is posting stuff there. Yeah. And so that's awesome. Really cool. And then you get this display output that also is a custom interface, vibe coded, and you get it. Now you can make a copy of it. Again, you don't actually need to change the interfaces if you don't want to. You could keep these same interfaces and just change this. Like, what does it do? And this counts, by the way, as a new app and publish it. If you just changed it to be not Legos, but Simpsons, we'll take it. Now, you know, you won't get much credit for originality and or complexity or like stuff like that, but you get novelty and things like that and do that. And we'd love those. We'd love to put them in the store. Again, you can charge for them. And some people might use them and pay for them. Again, like I think the hair thing is a no-brainer. Like for, you know, I think costs $1 to pay for it, no-brainer. For 50 cents, you get 8 images of yourself and again, the 50 cents handles there's even margin there because the images cost less to generate. And so you can make money on that. Okay, yeah, thanks, Josh, for showing us that. So yeah, go ahead and change the public, make it public and make it that you're responsible for it. Okay, I see Rebecca.
Do you want these to only have video and photo output, no other output, like they not in combination, say, with any kind of other, you know,
They
thing?
can be, as long as they also have image and video as like part of it,
Mm-hmm.
then yes, you can do things that aren't just image and video.
Okay.
But image and video does need to be part of it for this hackathon.
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to check because none of the
Yeah,
examples.
thanks. That's a great question. Mhm.
Oh.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, quick question. The hackathon goes to the end of the month, right? February?
Yeah, exactly. The hackathon goes for 2 weeks.
So is it better to submit these when you finish them, or should you hang on to them for a while and post them later on in the month, or what do you think?
No, I would submit them as soon as you're done with them, submit them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then make more. Again, hopefully for the next couple of weeks, just like keep playing around with it. I mean, look, the hackathon is obviously it's cool. There's a little competition. There's some beer money. There's like glory. There's like all of that. But I think like the real value for everybody participating is you guys get to practice and learn about this new dimension, multiple dimensions of AI. And it's going to be in great demand. In great demand. This is, you know, companies, we live in the attention economy. Content production has never been more important for any company. Every company needs to produce more and better content. It's critical. They understand that. Today, they do it manually. They hire agencies, they set up lighting, and they go to studios, and you know they hire professional photographers. They've got editors, and they've got graphics creators, and they've got you know visual effects people, and you don't need any of that stuff anymore. Now somebody is going to build a little thing that just shoots. By the people already built things that shoot product images, right? Like again, this stuff is amazing. You guys can already play with it and see it. Let's take a look at this. So this thing right here, Lumina Studio. This is just a fork of the portrait generator. And again, we can fork it again. And this thing gives you, is specifically tuned up to give you shots. You see, it's got this like auto advancing carousel. You can download any of these and you upload an image of a product and it gives you all of these amazing other images of these. These are all, you know, Instagram quality, print quality, 4K images. You make a copy of it. It's the same agent as the photo booth one. This is different. This is different. Everything else is the same. And now it's a product generator. You know? And so, yeah, it's the like I said, the real value out of the hackathon should be that you guys get this like time to think about this, play around with it, learn from others. There's going to be great demand for your skills starting now. Not to mention the ability to just like compete in the attention economy. Start posting. Did everybody see? I know Sol posted in Slack an amazing trailer that he made, this weekend, right? That thing is freaking crazy. That's amazing. Post that stuff to social media, you're going to get attention. People are going to reach out to you and say, how'd you do that? Can you do that for me? Okay. And so this is the new, I've got skills. And you've got all the automation skills to then create, pipelines of this. Somebody reached out to me on Reddit, asking if I could help them, like they'd pay me, to make these videos about like celebrities meeting their younger selves. Have you seen this kind of trend on YouTube? These things have absurd numbers of views. They're entire channels, and hundreds, thousands of channels now of auto-generated videos that typically show, sometimes they pick a theme like the cast of Friends, or the cast of Stranger Things. And then for each, actor, they show them when they were young and them now. And they kind of meet each other. The young and the old meet each other and like embrace. And then the camera pans and they get the next cast member. And this person reached out and said, I want to do this. I've got money to spend on this. I'm not techie. Can you make these things for you? And I'm like, I'm not going to make these things for you, but I can show you that you can make the pipeline yourself to do it. And he's like, what's a pipeline? He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to learn it. He just wants somebody to do it. But if you built them a pipeline that you could do today, that person sees this as a serious business as well as they should, because these things get tens of millions of views. These channels are growing very rapidly. Or just start your own channel and pump these things out. And so all of that is now possible. And you guys are best positioned to be able to take advantage of it, because you got a tool like MindStudio. You know how to do the run workflow block that you can loop through arrays. And then for each one of these things, you make a clip of Michael Jackson, clip of whatever. I made some of those, because I made a prototype for him of this in 15 minutes, and that's about it. And then you can just go. Oh, some more things maybe I'll show you. How many of you participated in Friday's workshop that I did last week, kind of leading through, anybody? Leading through the image and video workbench stuff? Yeah. So we touched upon this a little bit, but some of the blocks that are available in MindStudio to deal with image and video, let me quickly show you some of those just to make sure that you guys know. So obviously generate image and generate video, and we have more models here now, and those models are amazing. So play around with that. Analyze image is an important one that you deal with in analyzing these images. Again, if we look at this thing here and we make a copy, there's the analyze image block. So it provides the reference image that was collected here, and it says, analyze the image, deduce what's a higher level of what the photo shoots should be about. So like, again, look at these blocks here and realize that this analyze image block is really important. Or analyze video, you can do the same thing there. And then, excuse me, down here, this transform media collection has all kinds of, important things like trim clips, or get rid of audio and clips, or merge video clips together. So all of these things are generating clips for now. Kind of the best models can only generate 15 seconds, which by the way is too long typically for that, because today nobody's got attention span. So most of your clips need to be like 3 to 5 to 8 seconds long, which is what these models do. And then if you make a longer video, well, you put these clips together, you merge them together. And so we've got blocks to do that, or, mix in audio into video or grab a static frame or, swap faces or upscale or, like, so these are the things. Be aware that these blocks exist and that you can use them and to make these pipelines. Shai?
Yeah, good question. I have a massive experience with agent, and I was trying to build something in MindStudio to do that. So I collaborated 11 labs, and I find only one model that does support integrating the video that I create through 11 labs to the video. So this is something that I think that can be very useful because I want to be authentic and use the voice of the characters that I already done. And are you going to expand this kind of
Yeah, so you want to be
use
able
case?
to use the audio you created in 11 Labs as the input to a video
Yes,
model.
I have one model that supports it. It's 2.5.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it's working.
Yeah.
Each time I create a video, it's with the same audio of the person that I've created.
Yeah.
Meaning if it's my avatars or me, it's
Yeah.
the same audio.
Yeah. You see, so here, if you look, if you click the picker, as Shai is saying, WAN 2.5 has something called source audio. 2.6 also has this source audio.
Please share your screen, Dimitri.
Oh, sorry. I've been showing you all these blocks and not sharing my screen. Yeah, so I added in generate video block. See, it says source audio. And so that's what you're looking for. Models that have source audio allow you to give it a URL to the audio that you generated in anywhere in 11 Labs and in other places, right? And if you just got the audio and you don't have a URL for it, you can use a set variable block and then set it here and get the URL to be able to do that. But yeah, so whichever models support it, those interfaces should be exposed. More and more models are going to support it. Do you know of a model that supports it, but we don't expose its interface, Shai?
No,
No?
I
Okay.
don't really find any, but I did notice that when you put the text inside when you send the prompt and you attach the video, it syncs lips like in Hagen. Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so there's a lot of innovation in the image and video space right now. We're really starting to see the exponential here. And so that's why I'm saying that we'll be focused on this for the near future. And you guys should be too, which is be on the leading edge of what these models can do. There's new stuff coming out every week, new capabilities and new fidelity, higher and higher quality. Um, and and we'll be supporting, certainly all of the major ones that are out as they come out. Makes sense? Other questions? Gaia?
Hi, I'm really excited about this hackathon. Um, Maybe not exactly a question, but I think something else that's really exciting about how powerful all these image and video and audio models are is that they are also helping us to make all these things really accessible for all users. So I'm thinking about, like having really nice alt text for like really beautiful images too. Like it's just making it a lot easier to like build in accessibility features too. Just wanted to kindly encourage everyone to think about that too as you're making really beautiful stuff. How can you make it really beautiful and accessible?
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. That's an important point. Hey, Karen.
Hi, Dimitri. I see we've got quite a lot of videos that give multiple images out, but what would be your recommendation regarding putting multiple images in? So what I was looking at is like some product shots, because I can't see 360 around the product, then the video that's generated is somewhat distorted. So what would be your recommendation on that?
Yeah, so a bunch of these models do support multiple reference images, right? And so yeah, just find the models. So generate image and find the models that support multiple reference images like this one. And then you just add the images and or URLs, etc. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Again, look for the little tags here. Latest, means, current. Flagship means it's an important one. LoRa's, so we talked a bit about in other seminars here what a LoRa is. You can look it up. This is basically like filters, fine tuning of the model output. Source images, fast, upscale models that allow you to take an image as an input and they give you a higher resolution image as an output, right? So these are maybe new concepts to you in this, but look around and play around with these things.
Thank you.
And again, more coming. Sammy?
Yes. So like a lot of this stuff is centered around image generation, but I was just curious about how, or I guess the options for analyzing images. So like for example, let's say like I'm a property manager and I have, pictures of all these houses and somebody comes up to me and I want a house that, has this and that and a big backyard and a nice pool. Um, I want to make like an agent that'll be able to go in and look through all the stuff that I have based on those recommendations and give me back with the best ones.
Yeah, you can
If
do
that
that.
makes
And
sense.
yeah, you can use the analyze
I
image
I
block.
guess. Oh, okay. So there's a block for it and everything.
Yeah, there's a block for analyze image, and it takes in as input an image, and then it can, you give it a prompt along with it, and it could be describe this, extract all the things that are relevant from this real estate standpoint. So you got to write a prompt for what you want it to do with analyzing the image. Is it just describe the image, describe what's in the image, analyze what it
It
is?
should like be able to intuitively, like based on what you give it, like just know which images would match best, I guess. And I guess that part of like kind of training it on that is kind of where I'm
Yes,
getting
your
stuck.
your yes, your prompt, the way you would do that is you would first articulate what it is that you're looking for as being a match. It's modern, it's mid-century modern, let's say, and you just want, is it mid-century modern and is it, of a certain style? And then for each image that's presented to it, it can classify it and it can say it is or it isn't, or why it isn't, or what's different, or what could make it that. So yes, these things are specifically made to be able to handle. I mean, imagine it's just a human, a really capable human to whom you could give an image and say, I need you to tell me everything about this image, describe it, or I need you to tell me, is this image like this or like that, or what's missing from this image, or what's odd about this image, or anything. Again, you kind of ask a human to do, you can do it at the analyze image block.
You,
hmm
I
Yeah,
have
and
a
again, we're kind of on
question.
a tear. There's more capabilities coming like every day.
I have a
Danielle?
question, Dimitri. Yes,
Uh-huh.
when submitting the agent through the form for the hackathon, is it required that the agent includes these notes similar to when we're submitting to the marketplace that explain the different sections of the agent, or is that not necessary for the hackathon?
Depends on, I think, how difficult it is to understand what your agent is. But obviously, if you do that, that'll help us better understand what it is, and especially like find nuance in it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? So yeah, there's a hackathon Slack channel. So please use that. Again, great opportunity to start also posting on social media that you guys are making these things and participating, in this. People like to see the algorithm likes to see the word hackathon coming from your profile, raises your value, you're doing stuff. Okay. So like take advantage of building your brand by doing this.
I just want to say something at the end. It's just so exciting to see this continuity in the workflow of what we're able to do now with AI agents and all the everything that's available at our tips through MindStudio because I'm part of an AI filmmakers group, and I know about the jumping from one tool to the next and copying and pasting, and it's very time intensive. And so I can't wait to share some of these creations with my people from the AI filmmakers group. So it's really
Amazing. Yeah. And by the
thrilling.
way, if you want to do a like a little workshop for them, like we can lead a workshop just for that group where you say, hey, we'll do a workshop. We can also give them some credits. And
That's
so like
amazing. Actually, there's an
introduce
upcoming
us into that group.
festival, so I can connect with you and we can talk about
I
that.
love it. That sounds great. And also I posted, we've got kind of this new landing page for the video workbench. Although, boy, I wish we would have a different open graph image for an image and video workbench that's screaming for things that look like images and videos. But yeah, check that out. And there's like some more information there about like how you can think about this, and feel free and share that. All right, guys. Well, yeah, good to see all of you. Again, I'm excited to see what you end up making. Please share it in Slack and social media. And then, yeah, let's let's show off our skills and capabilities and creativity and all of that. And I'm always around, so you guys know you can ping me on Slack or LinkedIn, and then can help you if you get stuck in any way. You've got questions, requests, just speak up. And again, expect lots more innovation. We're just getting started here. I mean, it's already crazy amazing. You could spend a lifetime just playing with the tools we got here. You ain't seen nothing yet. So like get caught up on this, get up to speed on that, so that you can take advantage of the next stuff that's coming. All right, guys, good to see you. Thanks for playing in this.
Thanks for the session.
All right,
Thank
be well.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Dimitri. Thank you.
Good to see you.